She's witty, she's flirty. She performs for a circus, but almost never at the circus. So what gives? Let's find out.
I go ahead of the show and I herald, the circus is coming, the circus is coming. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is Skeeter the Clown. Currently, I'm employed by the Culpepper and Merriweather Great Combined Circus as their advanced clown.
The 1st of October 2018 found Skeeter plying her laugh-making skills in the central Texas town of Clifton. As the end of the touring season approached, she was boosting Culpepper and Merriweather's upcoming engagement there.
I'm 7 to 10 days ahead of the show, and I do radio, television, newspaper interviews. I do school shows, nursing homes, preschools, hospitals. I go around and I do meets and greets at the different stores. See, don't I do my job well?
At one time, most American circuses, big and small, had advanced clowns on the road. Alas,
As far as I know, I am the last full-time working advanced circus clown in the business. So I was a ring clown for about 5 years where I actually performed in the ring, and then about 30 years now straight being the advanced clown. What people don't realize is that we are living history.
her performing boss, an ex-clown and advanced man himself, extols the value of keeping Skeeter up front of the show.
Your money's made before you get to town, and the front end is so important, and who you have there and how you structure it is key to keeping the show on the road. You can't just set up a tent and have people show up anymore.
The real job of an advanced clown is to get as many people under the big top as you can for each and every show. So hence, by heralding the show and letting people know, I also help our wonderful sponsors sell advance tickets.
We were delighted to have them because it has always been successful and helped us with our fundraising. Everyone is used to this circus coming and look forward to it and to bringing their children to it.
I go around and do educational school programs.
We went to the school with Skeeter, who was adorable, and so she met with the assembly there and told the children about it.
This year it's the 200th and 25th anniversary of the American Circus, which means if somebody here in the school would have gone to that very first circus in 1773 in Pennsylvania, they would have been sitting right beside Mr. G.W. himself. And then all the kids go, "Who's G.W.?" I'm going, "Guys, we're talking about 1773. And then they always say, "Oh, you mean George Washington?" I said, "Yes, George Washington has a lot of firsts. He was one of the very first circus patrons before he was the first president of the United States of America." I had about 23 boys and girls about 4 years ago, and I said, "Hey guys, the big top is coming, the big top is coming." And they just looked at me. Now, I'm a clown, I'm used to being looked at, but not that way. I said, "What's wrong, guys? Don't you know what a big top is?" One little boy looked up at me, shook his head back and forth, no. Another kid stood there and his shoulders went up and down, up and down. Then a 5-year-old raised his hand proudly and went, "Oh, Skeeter, I know what a big top is." I said, "Yes, young man, tell me what a big top is." Mr. Lane, he looked at me straight in the eyeballs and said, "Why, Skeeter, everybody knows what a big top is. That's what Grandma wears. Bump, body-ump, bump, bump, bump."
Over the years, Tina Bausch has accumulated an envious range of experiences in both education and entertainment.
I've been clowning around since I was 9 years old. I became an educated fool, got my BA in broadcasting, worked radio and television for about 7 years. Then I got my MBA, Master of Buffoonery of Arts, from Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Clown College. That was 1985, and I've been on the road ever since. I've been very fortunate because I really have only worked with maybe 10 or 11 circuses, and up until now, many of those are gone, so there's less and less winter work for me to do.
Amid a swirl of change in society and the workplace, the traveling tinted circus remains a welcome source of family entertainment in communities across the nation.
And I could see by the response of the people who came to the circus is they were just joyful, absolutely joyful. But they're going from town to town and really inspiring our youth and giving such pleasure to us seniors.
That's why you'll find Skeeter ahead of Culpepper and Merriweather on its 2019 tour.
Most people have no idea nowadays, because I'm going on my second generation of Americans who have never been to a circus, let alone a big top circus. As the seasons have gone on, I see the show less and less, because basically now I'm the only front end person on the show. And it's a wondrous time because I get to learn about local history of the different towns. I get to meet wonderful people and artists as I travel around that you never would have just passing through Clifton, Texas. I'm out there. They say, well, Skeeter, why are you still out there doing this? Well, because it's about education and re-education. And I said, if people don't see a real clown, they won't know what a real clown really is supposed to be. So is my pay all that great? No, I'm an artist. There's very few of us that make great pay, but it is a lifestyle. It is a love. It's a passion. I have, at this point, probably done what I've loved to do for 3/4 of my life. And when I have to stay in one place, then I'll really have to work maybe 1/4 of my life. And if I end up in a nursing home, boy, if I can remember, I'm going to have tales to tell. And if I can't remember, it doesn't matter. The circus is coming, the circus is coming, the circus is coming.
Reporting from Clifton, Texas, I'm Lane Talbot. See you at the circus.